All right. Greetings and salutations. Now with 100% more actual DDO. So greetings, welcome. Let's start things off with just double checking where we at here on the Reaper board. Yeah, we're 8. It's really a matter of we just need a few more points up here, I think, to kind of push us into this top solidified section here. Anyway, looks like things are going the way they're supposed to be going here. Let's see, we got some rolls to roll. We got some things to put in the bank. This is not the banker. Ooh, what did we roll? I was 82. That's good. We're not going to be able to beat an 82, right? Yeah, didn't think so. Boo. Boo. Alright. Anyway, we have quite a few things to get got here. So we're back on the Hardcore League, obviously. We're going to do some work today. I promised it earlier today. I honestly don't know what we're going to do. Keeping half an eye on Dom's channel for Pip. Pip said he would be on, I believe, 3 Central. So worst case scenario, we'll do a little bit of pugging, or we'll work some explore zones, or something. We'll figure it out. But we're only going to do a couple of hours, and then we're going to take a break, and then we'll come back for tonight's stream. Whether we make it back to the Hardcore League or not, it's kind of up in the air at this point. I would like to, but I just don't know. All right. I guess I can go over there. I guess I can't go there. Get it someplace else. Really don't care where it goes as long as it's not in that main category here. Should go together. Alright. So I know it's a lot of negative energy spells for the end here. I don't know. I just don't know. I was thinking that we could go do this Whiz King run. I think we will. Yeah, let's do this. Hey, y'all. I'll be on my way in just a second. What am I looking for? Oh, yeah. Randy. I'm not even 100% sure we can get into Whiz King, but we are level 26, so I hope so. This is one of my problems. Oh, there's Pip. Hey, Pip.
Hey.
So, I just got in a Whiz King group, so I will try to knock it out and join you, because you're level 27, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what the cutoff are. None of that stuff has been things that I know, and I have to look it up every time. But I think the guy's advertising for 26 anyway, so Hopefully this won't take long.
We heard from Donald.
Not a word. In fact, I was even hanging out in my own channel thinking that you might pop in there. But yeah, I haven't heard anything. I messaged him. I haven't heard anything back. I hadn't seen his stream.
Alrighty.
Another day spent trying to get tokens.
Oh man.
I had a buddy who was telling me he would rather not run in PH and a couple other teams for foundations because it's tough as heck grinding out seeds.
Turn this guy down slightly. This is never a good idea, but I just don't want to listen to people in the in-party chat talking about small talk. Is that bad? Is that wrong of me? If so, I still don't care. I don't want to listen to it.
Nice.
All right. Let's do a quick Whiz King. Hopefully this will be enough experience that I can level up here. Let's see what buffs other people throw out before I get cray cray. Nice.
You'll hear some sort of thing.
We have somebody here trying to figure out how much we can split. I don't think it'd be that big of a deal, but let's see what people say. Said I am not volunteering to stick my head out at all if I can help it. I don't love the idea of trying to get people to solo towers. I mean, it would not be a big deal if I was not worried, but there's an awful lot of undead in this quest for me to volunteer to solo towers. We'll see how it goes. Am I doing traps again? Wow, I might be doing traps again too. That's cool. I haven't done traps for a while. See if people actually start to go first. Hey Ritz, welcome to the stream, bud. You're the leader there, guy. You get to go first. That's how leadership works. Oh, he's got the little pet. You put a little witch's hat on it. That's kind of fun. Alright, maybe now I'm slightly interested in the pet. Just so I can put cool shit on top of it. Busy designing encounters for your Friday session. That's cool. Yeah, I've got, I've been working on again, off again on some notes for, of course that guy would be immune to everything. It's dancing. I don't want to deal with that. I've been working on again, off again on a lot of different notes, including the notes for my upcoming campaign, my pen and paper campaign. I haven't actually got to DM in a long time, so kind of excited about taking a crack at it.
Yeah, I've played pen and paper in a long time. I only got to play it a couple of times. It's hard to find anybody that actually wanted to play.
Well, now that's not as much of an issue as it used to be. Now you have things like Roll20 and the internet and everything to kind of help people out. Now, for me, it's just a matter of I've been playing with this long-time group of guys for basically 25 years. So, getting outside of our shell for a while has been really tough. I've been talking about it for quite a while here, that it seems like we've been in a rut doing the same kind of thing over and over and over again. Even when we switch game systems or whatever, it feels like everything just boils down to the same overall storyline, etc. I just ready to do something different. So, like, one of the things that we've never done, we've always kind of talked about doing and screwed around with, is piratey nautical type themes. So I'm gonna try to branch us out a little bit. I feel like they've been high on end of the world things again really heavily. I kind of want to get back to smaller campaign type things where storyline is, like, if you were to put it in a movie or TV show status, it would be more Monster of the Week and less overarching series into the giant ass movie. Just kind of, I don't know, I'd like to get back to our D&D roots is all.
I was so desperate like 25 years ago to play that I actually bought that CD box set where the CD was the DM.
Well, I mean, a lot of that stuff is still good. I mean, Choose Your Own Adventure stories have been around for a long time.
Yeah, I grew up reading those books when I was in grade school.
Lot of folks out there, they like to try to look down on that kind of stuff, but not me. See that kind of stuff for what it is.
I remember in Barnes and Noble we came across, and I want to grab them. I got the money together to grab them. They got some Choose Your Own Adventure board games now.
But yeah, there's quite a few that kind of work out that way, actually.
Well, these are from the actual Choose Your Own Adventure book series that they're turning into board games.
Oh, I haven't seen any of those. Yeah, so I thought this was me. Just make sure that this guy has plenty of hit points here. There we go. Oh, phone's getting blown up. Oh boy, alright. Oh. It's not good. This is not where I parked my car. I think I'm just going to detour here and run back through. I'm not going to unlock those guys. That way seems like madness. Yeah, I detoured since I like lagged through that green thing. I'll be right back up there in a second. Didn't look like the lever was trapped though. Thought it was better to do that than to open up the room with like 7 zombies chasing us forever. That and I'm an undead monster. I shouldn't fall through the green floors. That's malarkey. Nope. Too close. Wonder if the guy had decided he was going to go fight Randy. this box got blue.
You guys
What's up, man?
not causing trouble?
Not yet. Not yet.
Right on.
Thinking about it.
Had my AC updated yesterday. Added 3 pounds of Freon. I was blowing crazy cold now. Oh, I got a patch. I forgot to just patch thing.
Your system still uses Freon?
Mm-hmm.
You know, they still let you use that anymore anywhere.
Oh yeah.
You can still use that.
Oh, you know, I should have went through and found a doodad. Went and ran the other quest so we could have just like held up the thing and been like, go away. Oh, I got knocked down. That's fun.
Hey, when you do your favorite soul life, when you're using your Sunbolt AI, do you get in the other trees with like close the wounds? Do you go in that tree a lot or no?
I don't think I did.
I'm an inquisitive too, so I had trees all full.
Yeah, I don't think I spent a lot of time in the other trees. I don't remember exactly how it went down, but I don't remember having like the closed wound SLA or anything like that.
It seems like my regular healing works pretty well. And it's like, am I wasting points? There's that one thing in there where you can cast it and it shoots it all in your party and it gives them like, it heals them and all that kind of stuff. I was just wondering if I should go into the rogue tree and get some sneak attack die. That's a better option.
Yeah, it's hard to say probably from my perspective because, again, when I play those kind of things, I tend to play them as I'm gonna go Shrine, and then D-Door back. I tend to play them as like their caster type incarnations, not Inquisitives with augmented powers.
Gotcha. Yeah, I just blast over my Sunbolt and then my Searing Light SLA, and then when those are on cooldown, I just blast over my crossbow.
Just Shrine first and then pay full price for the D-Door. It'll be easier and more likely not to leave anybody behind.
Hey, someone said that the 20 plus 20 hearts are on sale. Is it true?
They were. I was going to tell you, but you seemed so upset that I didn't want to mention it. But yeah, I think they were. I don't know if they probably still are, but you want to buy, if they are, you want to get them one at a time so you can like apparently if you buy them you get a gift with purchase of a +5 Heart of Tome as well.
Oh, so you buy 120, you get a 5. But if you buy 2 at once, you only get it 1/5.
Yeah, that's what I understand. I understand that it's just messed up and it's supposed to work differently.
See, who's in charge of that? Wouldn't that be a simple thing to do? Like, hey, so
I would
buys 3 or 4, you give them 3 or 4 +5 hearts too.
I would think so, but again, there's so many things layered around that are kind of janky. That way it looks like it's blocked off to me.
They gotta take extra lunches, extra breaks. I get it. I understand.
Yeah, they might do that. I don't know.
On salaries, they don't have to work as much.
I said the days that I was there, it was weird because it was I there November 4th or was it the day after before?
Not sure I can make that jump.
I was just wondering if it's just like one person in the room saying, "This is what we're gonna do," and everybody else is like, "How about this, this, and this?" Nope, this is what we're doing.
No, they definitely
no,
talk
you're-
about the stuff and they definitely work on it. So I've been there. As a person that's been there and seen it, it's not a huge company. You know, there's probably, I'm trying to think what it was last time I was there. Like a little more than like about 10-ish developers for each game. And then they usually have like a swing team of 5 or 6 or something. So there's like 40 people or something in the whole company, I think. That may not be 100% correct, but that's what I remember last time I was there. But they also were working on a 3rd game at the time, which or I guess at the time it'd be a 4th game even. But because they were working on their DC MOBA that got canceled like the day it came out. They were working on they still had the other MMO, the super old one that they brought back somebody's spare time.
Astronaut's Call.
The call, Asheron's Call.
And they were still Turbine?
Yeah, it was still Turbine Way then. But it has been a minute since I have visited, so don't take it with a grain of salt that it has definitely been a little while since I've been there. But when I was there, it was definitely very team focused. There's a lot of stuff going on, but one of the issues that I try to tell people all the time is that, especially with developers, getting people to work on... Are we going up the right tunnel? Or are we supposed to be going up tunnel 2? But getting people to work on something in particular, the newest, hottest thing is always the easiest thing to like get people motivated on. It's always the those things that are easiest.
Really glad they broke off and did their own studio rather than working on mobile games.
There's a lot to be said about having MOBAs and stuff running, I think, and working on mobile games, but...
Well, I think they would have made a lot of money from it, but it's just, I think the PEO would fall into the wayside.
Maybe. I mean, I'm not going to say they wouldn't. I would like to think that they would probably did like what they've always done, where they develop teams and then have swing teams to do things. But there's a pretty major difference between...
I just wish they would fix stuff and make stuff better. It's already existing. This is my only gripe. That's it.
Well, and they work on stuff slowly throughout the year. They used to do like so many patches that were update related, and they usually would do like a business, like quality of life, get things done, kind of mentality. But it's definitely been a little while since that has been the case. It's one of the downsides. One of the downsides.
Master Tree, remember? And then like the Skeletal Knight got way better. That whole tree got way better. So they would just update that one Artificer tree that uses the dog a lot better. It would.
Well, to do that, they have to work on. They have to work on everything. So like the skeleton is just a skeleton graphic over like a fighter hireling. Where the dogs are completely different, because the dogs and the pets, they're level upable. So like it's unfortunately not the same.
That's what I mean. They're useful for the game. So if they're not useful, just
well, they are still useful. You can still do a lot of things with the dogs, and you can customize them and.
Everybody asks about them. All I hear is they suck. They can't take damage. They're horrible.
Oh yeah, because people
use
don't
them.
have.
So that's what I'm saying. So fix them to where people can be usable.
Yeah, but people don't have imagination, and people don't have the ability to like. Again, working with something within the limits of what is currently available is something that a lot of people don't do. They want them to work out of their fantasy ground and not work within their limits.
How about this? It's like if someone came and said, "Hey man, I want you to write me a classical song or a 50s style song." I could be like, "Why? It doesn't sell. No one buys it. It's not the mainstream." But someone still wants it, so Jason would do it.
Sure.
So I'm saying, so like if me,
But
I'm
at the
the
same-
only one who asked this question.
No, you're not.
This,
But I think
so I feel like they don't care.
I feel like it's probably a pretty small group of people that are, let's say, 5% of the population wants to have those pets working. I'm gonna bail out of this group too and hook up with Pip.
The other thing you gotta think too is how much money it's gonna cost them to make it.
Okay, I spend
And
$600 a month on DDO. My girlfriend just spent $200 every month. I buy new stuff. I have a shard, buy stuff. So
Yeah.
if they don't want my money, then they can eat shit, and I'll just find something else.
Well, and that's part of the issue is that they're. That's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to send you an invitation.
You guys are on hardcore. So that's right.
We are on
You gotta
hardcore.
You gotta concentrate.
But like, there's a whole lot of like weird shenanigans that go on to developing, like developing, especially on something big. You know, like for a while I was my own team doing all the programming for the, not all the programming, but all this programming for my previous company, right? And even there, where I was essentially my own boss, like for a large portion of the work and getting things going and picking out workflows and stuff like that, like there were still all these consequences that went along with it and all this money that was tied to it, and like, oh man, I really want to work on this project, so we're gonna put this ahead. Well, by doing that, you're gonna cost like $3 million by not working on this other thing instead. You know, like if they've decided that most of their income is going to come from a combination of the hardcore server and getting out expansions every year, everything that they do that's not those things make it that much harder to keep the doors open and the lights on. You know, and if you're paying people, it gets weird. All right, but
Basically, me and my girlfriend are basically we're probably paying the receptionist a salary a month. Let's just say roughly.
yeah, I mean,
See what I'm saying? So like, look, we don't have to pay more than someone else has to pay.
that's true. And like I said,
And I just want the dog updated. It can't take that long. Can't. I'm not saying like create a whole new dog, a whole new wolf, a whole new.
well, that's
They
what has
have
to
all
happen
the
though to
gear.
fix it. To do it correctly, that's what has to happen. Otherwise, you're just going to get a reskinned hireling, right? Which is what the skeleton is, because you can't put gear on it, you can't adjust its stats, you can give it a couple of bonuses off of your points, but that's all it can do. Otherwise, it's just a regular hireling.
Alright.
You see what I'm saying? So they just reskinned a hireling and said, here's your ability to summon that reskinned hireling. Which for me is fine, and for a lot of people it's fine. But that's not what those dogs are. Those dogs are customizable. They should have their own actual trees, but instead they have like one tree that's like 3 pseudo trees in them. They have the ability to equip gear. All that stuff involves a whole lot of more work and whatnot that I just don't think that they have time to do, because I think they said a pet pass would be like 6 months of development time.
Wow.
That's
so they can do a whole new shifter, new Feywild, new places in less than a year. Okay.
And they've been
Part of
working
that-
on that for almost 2 years though.
Yeah, and part of that too, I think, is it seems from what I've gathered from reading the forums and stuff, it seems to be easier for them to create new stuff with the coding they have than just to go back and fix the old stuff, because the old stuff is a mishmash of all kinds of different
Right.
stuff.
So you have to
Yeah,
like
that's
strip
fine.
out, like just basically build everything new. All right. Do I want to take this level? Probably. I don't know what feat I'm going to take, but all right. What's this Master of Poisons? Is that poison?
You know,
and... Go ahead.
the wands of Expeditious Retreat are? What
I don't
house
think
is
there's a
over there?
wand. I think there's just
Scrolls.
scrolls. And scrolls are in the marketplace.
I was just there. But I look at the wand guy, not the scroll guy. Alright. Let's try this place in House J.
Arcane Bolt, Arcane Blast. Alright, I suspect I already took like some sort of Master of Undead feats. Yeah, I did already take Master of the Dead. Okay, so now what I'm even looking for. So I think a lot of this stuff's just a matter of waiting for them to be able to get to it and work it in where it makes sense for them to like just take this, I don't care. Work it in. Like I know that they want to fix the pets.
Well, remember, son, I've been asking this, I've been talking about this for 3 years. Like I said, you can't do 10 minutes a day for 3 years, it'd be fixed by now.
Well, that's not how programming works. Like
Okay.
even if so, like once you get your mindset in a place, because basically programming is like solving word puzzles.
Yeah, I saw this, my buddy does this on the screen one time, showed me all the stuff like that. That's what this program looks like, all these numbers, dashes, and weird shit, I'm like, it's crazy.
Right.
He's like, that's what it is.
So then you're like, it takes you 20 minutes to get out of whatever you're doing. Make notes, figure things out so you can get back to it within however long it takes for you to get back into it. Right? And then it takes you 20 minutes, 30 minutes to like get your brain back to the spot where you were working on the other thing. Then you work on something for however long you get a chance to work on it. Hopefully not get interrupted, because every time you get interrupted, you have to like re-ease into what you were doing. I get it. It's one of those things where you really want to carve out time and be like just left alone. And you want to have pretty much, and this is one of the things that I used to do really well, and I didn't realize how rare it was for someone that could do this. Actually is until I started working, like my department started to expand. But people being able to like keep in mind what they were doing before, or be able to just like even before, right? So like situation, I'm working on this project, say I'm working on warranty claims, right? And someone calls and says, hey, this is broken on this program instead. To be able to put what you're working on pause, investigate the problem, identify the problem, fix the problem, and move, and then go back to what you're working on. For a lot of people, that's like multiple days. Like that is an unbelievable difficult thing for people to be able to do. And especially when you're talking about stuff that's like spread out, multiple coders, things are probably not done very well. Like it's a weird situation. So you have to kind of like devote time to people to fix things. So like again, you're like, okay, I'm gonna put 2 people, because with the like new mentality and programming, you want to have pairs, because 2 people working on one thing at the same time together is usually better than having 2 people working on separate things together and touching base. So normally what you end up doing is have one person basically doing the physical typing and figuring things out, and the other person is a combination of like over the shoulder typing / like making suggestions on the coding, making notes, figuring out upcoming problems and stuff like that. So it's kind of 2 people to work on anything, right? So now you're taking 2 people and saying, okay, we need a whole new pet mechanic that makes sense. We need to probably have 2 trees instead of having this one weird tree. And like, it's the same way that I've always said that the intelligent weapon should work. It should work like this. It would make a lot more sense. And it should be the same thing for pets. It should be, but like, getting them to build a brand new system, then they have to make it where the old system doesn't completely break, because you gotta, you can only really probably spend 2 weeks at a time, 2 weeks at a time, 2 weeks at a time, because you still got to do your other, other stuff's got to roll through on schedule. So like, it's just a really complicated thing, where if they had more money, they could throw more developers at it and they could get shit done.
There's a problem though. Let's say they got more developers. They probably still want to get done.
I imagine the more developers they had, the more likely they would get things done.
They had 10 more developers tomorrow, and everybody wanted this done. They would find a way to make more content and more characters to make.
Yeah,
that's what
because
they would do. So
they
it's
might.
Not, I mean,
they might, but they might also
if
take.
If I donate $100,000 to a fixed architecture is $100,000, and it doesn't get done, I'd be pissed off.
Well, I mean, I would imagine.
I'm not going to do that. I'm just saying.
I would imagine if you were to call them up and say, "Hey, look, I love this game. I'd like to invest in it. I'm willing to give you $100,000, but in exchange, I want the I want the pets fixed as a priority.
I want the old quest done. I want the upgraded better. This stuff better. So it's just new players.
I suspect that
Like
they're going
if
to
my
look at
girlfriend
you. They're
did
going to go,
something-
"I'm sorry, $100,000 is not going to pay for the labor for all of that. $100,000 would probably pay for the labor for this project or this project." You know what I'm saying?
But new players like my girlfriend, if it wasn't for me playing the game, she'd have been like, because she couldn't find anybody to do any content. Like, I couldn't want to do content. So she was like, not going to play it. But I had to do stuff with her. Now, you're different because you do stuff. You do like Restless Isles and things like that there, but she was in a group the other day, and she wanted to do some stuff, and they're like, "Oh, we don't do that. It's old. We don't do those things anymore." And she was like frustrated. I go, "Honey, that's just the way. I get it."
Yeah, I understand, but people are gonna be people, unfortunately. That's the real rub, is that people are just kind of people.
I don't know. That's like the stuff like the 19th level stuff in House Canon that I can never get anybody to run. Now everybody's in love with it. Now it's like the greatest thing. So it's like spread. I'm like, you pieces of garbage, really? Now it's all of a sudden cool now? Really? Okay.
For which one? Are you talking about Lob again?
Is that what it is? I guess I don't know.
Lord of Blades. Again,
yeah,
that
stuff.
that's
never
specific.
That stuff ever.
Well, that's because again, that's specifically stuff that's because they're going to make it legendary, so the people at level 30 can play it. Because it's level 20
now. Oh, we
now.
get a hat. Now it's great again. Like really, it's just it's a cosmetic. Dude, who cares? It's not really that. I'm just saying. So.
No, it's specifically that the quest can be challenging at level 30. That's the reason why it's exciting, because no one who cares if it's level.
Because people hold their level. I get it. They don't take 20th level. They hold it. And they skip right to epic stuff. That's
right. It's just the people don't play in that window. All right, Pip, we're both 27 now. Right, so that means we can do more Giant Hold. We can do more legendary more Three Barrel Cove. Looks like High Road is 24. Those are kind of the 24s. Which of those sound? I guess we could theoretically do Druid's Chain, but that sounds bad to me. Because that's level 23. So yeah, it's like Giant Hold, High Road, or Three Barrel Cove.
Yeah, this is where I get stuck. It's like I hate this part of the grind. It's just XP now.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, we just gotta pick a thing and move through it. We gotta live in the real. So.
Well, I guess we can go do some more Giant Hold. That's pretty simple stuff.
I was gonna say that there's more three-barrel Cove that we like. Ghost of a Chance. It's basically the same, right? Is Ghost of a
Yeah, I
Chance
think
not
so.
sick?
We could do that. That's fine.
I was just
I know
thinking
the
that we haven't
Charles
first
Tomb.
timed it yet, so
Garl's Tomb is the one that we need to do the flag for the precious cargo.
on Legendary or on Elite.
Yeah, legendary. We have to do the Tomb Revisited or something, whatever it's called.
Okay.
'Cause, yeah, you got, but we need Dom for that, so he can get flag too.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with Dom. Like I said, he has not responded to any forms of communication. It is totally possible that he is had some sort of lapse. Like I said, the last communication that we've had with him was not feeling well.
Yeah, I hadn't seen him on in a few days. I was wondering, like, what
Yeah,
happened.
we don't know. Said he
you have
reported
his
that he.
number?
I do not. Just he said he wasn't feeling well and he's going to take some time off on Monday, and that was the last that we've heard.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
coming back the next day. He's haven't heard from him.
So like, hopefully everything's okay, but we have no idea, the two of us. Got like a weird DM or not DM, but an out of nowhere here. Some woman who does graphic design would like to have my business. I'm like, I wouldn't mind getting some stuff done, but the stuff I always want to do is like very particular and done in a very particular style, and people don't seem to always want to do what I want in the way I want to do it. Nobody wants to do like sketches. Did you head to Ghosts?
Yeah, good.
Okay. And nobody wants to like do a sketch to like demonstrate that they can get to where we want to go. Alright. Oh, I'm not on the right quest. Huh, you might have to give me a share. My friend has a very large horsey. Well, what can I say? Pip is all about it. It's all about that donkey bum. Oh, thank you, man. Oh, are you... You don't have the big elemental thing twisted in still, right?
No, that was Dom.
I thought so. Alright. Don't know what else they might do, but... Oh yeah, they added mage fire cannons. Hooray. See if I can take care of these living things from years away here. That was weird. That was a weird jump. No thanks. No thanks, hon. Alright, again, I did take reconstruct, so if we get to the point where you need a reconstruct, yell at me. I'm not used to being a healer on this guy. On V-Love. I understand your frustrations better than I think a lot of people do when it comes to feels like nothing ever gets done. Feels like things have been on the queue for years. But the only way that stuff's going to change is unless they feel the pain.
Well, and if they want more new players, I mean, if we were new players today, you know, we see so many people doing all this stuff and all these past lives. It's like overwhelming.
It is.
You want to get them people to want to play it and not have to they have to be rushed. I gotta get 800 past lives in a week. I gotta get Great Monkey first. I have to do Sharn only.
I mean, I feel like those kind of feelings are up to the people. Like that's.
But if you're trying to find groups to play with people and it's all they want to do, and you're way behind, how can you catch up? That's what I'm saying.
Well, we literally had that giant DDO cast for what, weeks and weeks and weeks about trying to get caught up. Like, I understand where you're coming from. It's unfortunately a game that's got this much history to it is something that getting caught up is just difficult.
I love the game. I like everything about the game. I do. Trust me. There's just some things that should have been fixed a long time ago, and they're just going to get so overwhelmed that it's never going to get fixed.
Yeah. Well.
Not everybody's a Zerg player. Like, I'm a flower sniffer. You know that. You play me all the time. I always like to look at the cool quests and the colors and the lava. I also like to go from A to B over and over and over. It's just too repetitive to me. It's too. I get lost real quick. I'm like, okay, doing this again, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. It's like, what's up? It's just like nothing new.
Well, and that's part of the reason why they're busy focusing on content is because people who have been around long term, they feel like that way about everything.
Like, you don't like challenges, right? Because you find them really boring, right?
It's not really that so much. I just, they're just not something that I'm a big fan of. It's another thing that I feel like is part of the D&D, or the DDO, like, it was in one of their phases where they're like, oh yeah, we want to encourage group play.
And I think group play is the most important thing in this game. And I think I'm the minority by big time.
I think that they go back and forth. Alright, hang on a second. Let me catch up with chat.
I'm going to let Kate for a second. I'll be right back.
Min Meyer 369 Bay. How's it going? Seen the channel for a while. Always nice to get a notification of a new stream. Oh, you're about to... Okay, you're an ad. You're an ad bot. Okay. Never mind. I always feel dumb when I start like trying to catch up with the chat. I'm like interacting and trying to pay attention, and it's the chat is actually just a drone, just a bot. Oh man. Pip, we're gonna take forever to kill this spotter drone, huh?
Yeah.
Like, I can't hurt it because it is a robot.
And I'm only doing like 100 damage per hit to it.
I feel like that's better than I'm doing. And there's like one more, right? Ritz, you've seen your channel here. Huh?
I think there's like 2 or 3 more.
Yeah, it's gonna be... Well, they don't do anything except lower our armor class, so if every other monster is dead, I guess it doesn't matter if they chase us, right?
Yeah, but I rely on my armor class.
Well, I know, I just mean once everything else is dead, it's not a thing, so...
Yeah, we just gotta sit there and kill it.
Like, there's no pressure after that. Whoa, okay. You just, you like ran the other direction. I was like, no, Strandy, stop. Don't pull that lever. Alright, let me see if I can land a good finger here. Don't know if I can pull that spotter drone out with like some well-timed things. Maybe I can. Let me see. No, it doesn't look like it wants to move.
I was like also mixed stuff up.
Okay, here comes a champ. Go ahead and back up. Get it. Okay, here he comes. That's not the champ, though. The champ, I'll dance. And try to keep danced.
Ouch.
Oh, son of a bitch! No, not that button. This button. Alright, I'm like way around the corner. I'm fine. I don't know why I didn't heal there. Why didn't I heal there? Wow, that was close. Alright, hang on.
Yeah, they're hitting hard.
Well, I don't understand what happened. Is all. Like, I hit my heal buttons and nothing happened.
I think it's another drone.
Oh, the sniper drone?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just hit me for a bunch of, like, regular magic missile damage. Or not magic missile damage, but just, like, a bunch of force damage. Watch out for that Archon again. I'm 90... I'm not going to be able to just blind it. I can jump up there and dance it. There. You're just gonna have to get it killed quick. And then did I bring... I just have heal scrolls. I don't have any repair scrolls, unfortunately. Oh, son of a bitch. Alright. What are you doing? Yeah, I don't understand what's going on. They're just... I'm not seeing these big ticks of damage, and then all of a sudden it drops like half health.
I'm back, guys.
Welcome back.
Hey, how do people find exploits in these games? Do people just like log in and just do weird stuff all day long and just find something that's weird?
Some people do, yeah.
Really?
Some people, that's the thing that they like.
I mean, will they like make a character like a fighter and they'll use every type of weapon, every type of way, with different stuff and go, oh look,
I don't know.
That's with that? Oh, I always wondered that.
I don't know, they just... Some people out there do weird things. It's what they enjoy. They want to find those kind of things.
Do you think the game dealer would put actual exploits for people to find?
No.
Sneaky? No? Oh.
No, not at all. It's things that are just mistakes. It's not like the old days where you put weird stuff in so you can get your kickback from Game Genie.
Oh yeah, I remember those days, yeah.
Like Nintendo would say, "Hey, put in a thing for people."
What question you guys doing?
Goes to a chance,
Oh.
but
That's
we're
the one you have to climb up the weird wall with the ladder?
no. That's prove your worth, and that one's significantly enough different. I don't know if we could do that one. I don't know where the traps are and stuff.
I passed. You're proud of me.
What?
I did that quest to get it in, and I actually did it right. Like you
Well, there you
should.
go. So it's just practice. Most of the quests in DDO are just get some practice.
I think with me though, like usually when I'm in a group of people, I'm like hard to do it. So everyone's like outrunning you, waiting for you. You get kind of frustrated. I feel like you rush.
I don't think a lot of people are like that though. You gotta... Those things, those internal things are unfortunately only up to you. Like that's... There was a great quote somewhere. God, I wish I would have wrote it down now because it was so good. But it basically was a matter of how you feel has everything to do with you and your view of things. You know, like you feel like if you and I are running and you feel like you can't keep up with me, and I don't mind. You know, like I don't care if someone's dragging behind me.